Hello subscribers! Welcome to a live stream of NES games, and I'm going to be starting with Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. Let's see if I can bump up the size of this text so I can actually read it. Does it look okay there? Yes it does. Okay. Alright, so I haven't played this one for a while. I'm continuing my save state, so I have to figure out where I'm at. I think I'm in the second town. Let's see. Looks like I have a couple pure potions. I have a tent, healing. I'm not sure what this loot does. Oh, the loot's the thing that allowed like the map to show up or something weird like that. Looks like I can cast level 2 spells, but I don't have any. Alright. Okay. I wonder if Lee would do better without a weapon. Can I unequip? Okay. Because it seems like they have a martial art ability, if I remember right. And they may do more damage without it. I don't remember if I've explored all the places here yet. I don't think I did. Okay, these are potions. Cabin. I don't remember what that does. That's a dead end. Wooden, chain, iron, wooden, and gloves. Wow, iron armor's expensive. That's a dead end. Just double check all these, yep. Guess if they don't have a sign above them, they're a dead end. Hi, I am Bike, the pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those landlubbers. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of pirates. Does harm actually do anything against them? I cast Slep. Not sleep, Slep. Hey, Ron and DJ Grom, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Oh, my pleasure, Ron. DJ says this game was always awesome. Yeah, I haven't played this since high school, so I am really out of it. I know I beat it back then, but I really don't remember much at all about it. I just know it was fun. Glad you're fine, Ron. What about you, Ron? Have you played this? Final Fantasy 1 on the NES? I don't know if there's a way I can speed up this messaging. It's painfully slow. I'm pushing buttons, that doesn't seem to do anything. Ah, DJ says, looks like you picked the same party I used to run with. Yeah. There's really not that many classes in this game. So, there's only so many combinations you could have. So let's see how he does. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Way better damage with his martial arts than the nunchucks. And he's only a level 3 black belt. It's funny that they call it a black belt instead of like a martial artist or monk. So harm said ineffective. I wonder if harm is against undead. I bet it is. Ah, DJ says, I think you can permanently speed up the scrolling and the options outside of battle. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Because, yeah, this is just way too slow. This is the default. Hi, Rod. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? Okay, fight. Fight. I don't know what fog does. Oh, it's like a defense spell. That's right. I don't think I need to cast that. We'll just fight. And I think this is lightning. Let's try that. Ron says, I like how the pirates have Viking hats. Yeah. Yeah, they don't really look like pirates, do they? Ooh, 13 damage. That's not good. Missed. Rod says, trying to enjoy the night. Today hasn't been a good day. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rod. That sucks. Well, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy a stream and chatting with everybody and just try to get away from whatever bad happened. No, it's easier said than done. That pirate was lit. L-I-T. It's funny how few characters can show up. Like you're limited to 4 characters for your names. At least the enemies can have more than 4. What is it? Looks like 7 or 8. Monsters perished. Oh, wow, that was a lot of gold. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can speed up these options. Not sure where I go. Oh, are you kidding me? I can adjust where they are in combat? Oh, no, I can't. Hold on. Yes, you can adjust where they are in combat? Let me try this again. Oh, no, okay. This is just to move, okay. Status. I don't see any options there. I'm not seeing any options. Okay, you got me. Take my ship, he says. Maybe it's at the start of the game. I won't be any more bother, I promise. Maybe you can adjust the message speed at the beginning of the game. Some university problems, Rod. You're worried about the Argentina economy. I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, I hope this stream helps too, Rod. Hey, Saztam, welcome to stream. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, I haven't played this game since high school. It was probably... Oh, let me think. 28 years ago. It has been quite a while. Okay, I think we're healed up now. Does that give us our magic power back? Yes, it does. Okay. Is this a temple? It's got a little heart about... Yeah, clinic. Okay, here's the magic. So I wonder if they sell level 2 spells. Good, Rod. I'm glad that helps a tiny bit. DJ says it may have been Dragon Warrior that had the speed text. Ah, okay. Yeah, it probably was. Rod says the Game Boy version has an option for text speed. I'm not sure the NES does. Ooh. A-lit. I wonder what that means. Area lightning? Invisibility. Mute. That probably prevents spellcasting. And lamp must be the light. Dungeons. Let's go see if the black magic can be purchased. I have escaped from Melmond in the west. My town is in trouble. Please help them. Ice Dark. Temper? I wonder what that would be. And slow. Temper. I'm sure ice is an attack spell. Hey Leandro, how are you doing this evening? Leandro says, have never played this one. There was one named Final Fantasy Legends 3 that was actually very good, even to some extent, to the SNES ones. Yeah, I remember playing Final Fantasy Legends, but I think it might have been part 1 or 2 on the Game Boy. I think that's what it was called. I really liked that one, because you could recruit monsters and stuff in your party. I'm for any game that lets you get monsters in your party. That's always fun. Okay, guys, I don't know. Let me go look at this sword shop here before I decide to throw a whole bunch of money. Short sword, hand axe, and a scimitar. Can't afford those. Alright. I'm gonna take a gamble here. I'm gonna get the ice spell. DJ says from Google, after you turn on the game, there's an option from the menu. That's what I was wondering. Okay. Okay. Cool. Thanks for looking that up, DJ. The problem is, well, I could stay at an inn and save it, turn the power off, and then restart that way. Let's do that. Because I have a save state, and you can't get back to the main menu. Alright. How am I going to do this? I don't know if I restart the game, if it'll show up now. Since I'm using an emulator. We'll find out. Otherwise, let me do a save state also. Save state. Okay, so we're going to try to close it and reopen it. And then we're going to see if that save game shows up. What did it do there? Continue. Respond rate. Okay. Let me see if this is the right party. It is! Okay, I think I have it changed then. Let's just double check. Yep, this is it. Okay, nice. So hopefully it won't be painfully slow now. Hey, Bo, welcome to the stream. How are you this evening? He says, oh man, welcome to my childhood. Yeah, this was a good game, wasn't it? Ice Ice Baby. Says Tim says, dun 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 dun. Okay. Yeah. Good look there, DJ. Thanks for sharing that. So it said the guy's village to the west needs saved. So I guess he kind of means southwest. Okay, this is a lot of monsters. I think these purple wolves are fairly strong. Let's try our new light ice spell. See how it works. It's a Grimp. 44 damage. Wow. Oh, and that didn't even kill it. Okay. Glad you're doing great, Bo. Yeah, I'm doing great too. Bo says I'll be sure not to give too many spoilers and tips. Hold myself back. Thank you. Yeah, there might be times where I actually ask for one. But last time I played this was 25 to 28 years ago when I was in high school. And my memory of it is very, very fuzzy. So, if I get to a point where I need help and you're still on the stream and you don't mind answering, that would be awesome. Yeah, I know it's funny. It's supposed to be a great imp and great wolf, but it says Gerwolf and Grimp. They only have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 characters to work with. It's so lame. They haven't really hurt us. I guess I'll just use my weapons. DJ says, all I remember is when you get to grow up. Hi, Cairo. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, everything's going great. How about you? Saztam says it's enough in Japanese. That's true. Good point, Saztam. That's probably why it is small like that. That's a really good point. Ooh, Bane's hurt pretty badly. We need to heal him. Level up! Yes! Wow, 109 hit points on DF now. That was a huge upgrade. Strength and agility and intelligence and luck? Whoa. Man, that's a good hit point bonus on the black belt too. Vitality. 81 hit points now in yellow. What the heck? They're getting like huge hit point increases. Bane. Wow, even Bane got a huge hit point increase. That's nuts. Let's see if I can make it back to the inn. Bo says, you named the white mage YOLO. Oh, absolutely. He lives to revive people. Exactly. That's why I did that. The irony. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Kirill or Kyril? Kyril says the music is familiar. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what's crazy about music. You know, when you've played something for like a year or something, you could go your whole life and hear it 50 years later, and boom, it comes right back. Rod says, have you played Final Fantasy 3 or 4? Yes. It was a long time ago, but yes, I have. And I remember nothing about them. Ron says, wait, so your hit points can go up by more than 1? Yeah! Can you imagine? I think in the Gold Box games, my mage is level 11 or 12 now, and she only has 25 hit points. It's just nuts. And I've made it to Secret of the Silver Blades, and we're doing pretty good, so it just goes to show you that you can function in the D&D world with the terrible rolls that they give you. I always thought it was ridiculous, though, in D&D that a fighter gets a 1d10 for hit point rolls. Come on. Seriously? 1d10? They should get 1d6 plus 4. I never understood that. Mad Ponies. Oh, so you can have 7 characters in the monster name. Yeah, random hit point gains like that, especially when there's such a wide range, that's really annoying. Rod says, remember that fainted characters don't get experience. Oh, they don't? Wow, I did not know that. Hey, Mr. Impossible, welcome. How are you doing? Pony's so mad they grew horns. Yeah, exactly. That's funny that they're called ponies when obviously they're unicorn graphics. Rod says, so if one of your characters goes down, revive it right away. Okay, I did not know that. That is really weird rules. That if they fainted, you don't get experience. With an E sound, it's pronounced key reel. Key reel. Am I saying that right? Key reel? Key reel says the music is so familiar, not Shining Force and not Dragon Quest. Yeah. Ron says, well, yeah, Gygax, though Human Fighter was the only class you'd ever play. Yeah, exactly. Saztam says, friendship isn't magic with these ponies. Indeed not. Yeah, the other thing that always bugged me about D&D was the healing spells. So, Cure Light Wounds, I think, is it 1 to 4? Or, no, 1 to 8 hit points. Cure Serious Wounds, I think, is 2 to 18 or something like that. And Cure Critical Wounds is like 3 to 36. It was something weird like that. It's like, seriously? You're gonna make a level 3 spell? Yeah, I think it's level 3 spell. Only heal 3 hit points sometimes? Come on. Okay, so it's key reel. Okay. I'll try to pronounce it that way, but I'm really bad at remembering that kind of stuff. This is Final Fantasy Part 1, key reel. Sandstamp says Ultima Exodus for NES is one game I completely forgot about until I heard the music. Yes! I know. You hear the music, you're like, wait a minute. I know I've played that before. Bo says one tip to black belt sometimes does better barehanded. Yes! I did that, Bo. I remembered that. So I had nunchucks equipped and I just unequipped them at the start of this game. And yeah, he's doing a lot better now. And he's only level... Well, that was level 3. Now he's level 4. He's probably going to do even better. But thank you for the tip. Let's do... I'm going to do sleep. Sleep seems kind of imbalanced. DJ says I played Exodus on the Commodore 64. Oh, really? Keyreel says Final Fantasy. Oh, wow. I never thought it looked like this. Yeah, this is the first one. First one was on the NES. And Ron says, in Might Magic 6, there is a healing spell that does 10 hit points at max. Yeah, that sucks. DJ remembers playing the original Questron on a Commodore 64 also. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Bo says I played Exodus and Quest for the Avatar on the NES first. Ooh, ice didn't do much damage to that. Wow, yeah, the black belt's doing crazy damage now. Plus, I think he just got a critical hit. I don't know if a critical hit in this game is an instant death or just more damage. It looks like it just doubles the damage. Keyreel says Final Fantasy never ends, lol. And that's the only thing I know about it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. DJ says I remember getting stuck on the SNES version of Ultima 6. I couldn't find a board. Oh, so there was an NES version of Ultima 6? Wow, I did not know that. That would probably be kind of rough. Like having limited inputs. Sam confirmed it's more damage when you do a critical hit. Oh, Super NES. Okay. Well, I didn't know it was on that either. Whoops. Magic. Okay, I better go back. I used up all my curing spells. I'll have to grind for a little bit probably to make sure I don't die. Keyreal says, I saw the movie years ago, the Final Fantasy, and I didn't remember, and I didn't understand it. I thought games were based on the CGI movie. Ah, okay. Hey, Ludfi, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Rod says, another thing that I don't know if it works on the original, but does in the Game Boy version, is the healing spell on undead to deal damage to them. Ah, okay. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna try sleeping these again. Yeah, this level 5 messaging is much better. Combat's going a lot faster. Rod says, I don't know if they've said that or... No, they haven't. And Ludfi says, Ultima on consoles are usually simplified. Yes. Yes, all RPGs on consoles are simplified compared to a computer version. You just don't have the inputs, you know. You almost need a keyboard. RPGs are just a lot more complicated. Yeah, slept. Isn't that funny? You can only have 4 characters. He slept. I slept him. Ludwig says, for some reason, wizardry is famous in consoles at Japan. Yeah, they bought the intellectual property rights from Surtec when Surtec went out of business. So they own the rights for Wizardry 6 and Plus. And so then they started putting their own spin on it and totally changed it. Zastamp says, what's odd is the weapons and items can have more characters. Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? Plus the enemies, too. Ron says, I guess it would have been too much work for them to make the font smaller. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna survive to fight another day. But not the spells for some reason. Yeah, that is weird. Kirill says, Sir, thank you for enlightening me. But I ask, what is your opinion on Shining Force 1 and 2 on Sega? I got it on Play Market and I enjoy it. Also, what do you think of Diablo 1? I have not played any of those, believe it or not. So I grew up with NES, Super Nintendo. I had a DOS machine, you know, a lot of computers. I had an Intellivision, Atari 2600, ColecoVision. So I have no knowledge of Sega games, and I have not played Diablo, believe it or not. I'm a little older. I was born in the 70s, so I was in college, I think, when that came out. So it was past my time. So I never got into the Diablos. I'm definitely going to play it. Sastam says I streamed Shining Force 1 once. Okay, so Shining Force 1 is the one that Andrew on Retro Island Gaming recommended for me to play then. And Mac, who's on the stream sometimes, bought it for me. So I played that one time, I think, on a stream. And yeah, it was very interesting. I'll have to get back to it. But I didn't make it far at all. I streamed it for like maybe 2 hours, and that was it. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. Thanks for reminding me, Saztam. Ooh, what are these? Creeps. Keyreal says, I am 41 years old and I grew up playing outside. My first experience with video games was 1993. Oh, wow. The Sega Game Gear, okay. Before that, Doom on PC, of course. Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, you did get into games late. I was playing games by the time I was... Let me think for a minute here. 5 years old? Kindergarten? Or preschool? Let me think. I think kindergarten. So yeah, I've been playing forever. DJ says he went Atari 2600, VIC-20, NES, Super Nintendo, and then PC. Saztam said I played outside until we got an NES. Yeah, no, I did a lot of playing outside too. We had 7 acres of land where I grew up. Oh, there's no town over here. Uh-oh, these kind of look scary. Let's do fog on him. I don't know if it'd be better, fire or ice. Armor up. DJ says the arcade. Let's not forget the arcade is... Oh yeah, absolutely. No, that's where I first played my first game. Was an arcade. I think it was probably at a Pizza Hut in my hometown. I think it was Mario Brothers, the regular Mario Brothers, not Super Mario. I think that was the first game I ever saw. Oh hey Ed, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Bo says eek spiders. Yeah, I'm never a fan of spiders. At least they called them arachnids. They didn't say insects. Ron says LOL with all the shortened words. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They could have done spider, which would have been a lot shorter than arachnid. That is hilarious, isn't it? And somehow they have 10 gold pieces. The arachnids are carrying around gold with them. That's pretty cool. Maybe it's because they ate someone, they swallowed them whole, and there were some gold pieces in their pockets. Ooh, an ogre. Wow, okay. I still think this harm spell is for undead. Let's do lightning on him. I like his studded club there. Oh yeah, Showbiz Pizza. What was that other one called? Oh, Abracadabra. We had a place in our hometown, well not our hometown, in our area called Abracadabra. And that was owned by Kmart. It only was open like maybe 2 years, 3 years at the most. It had massive amounts of arcade games. And it ended up going out of business and being closed pretty quickly. But that was such a weird place called Abracadabra. Man, this guy's got heavy armor. Bosa's always found that funny. You kill a slime in a game and it drops a broadsword. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's so weird. Ron says, I always wondered why random monsters have gold in RPGs. At this point, I've decided not to question. Yeah. Ooh, he had a lot of gold. 195. Nice. Just need to kill a few of those. I think I'm almost out of... Am I out? Yeah, he's completely out. Okay. Kirill says, in 1990s, my father had a company importing video games in Russia. Moscow, specifically. but I was into books and outside activities. Studied English by myself. Oh, okay, cool. Got Game Gear from London for good grades. Oh, nice. Bo says ogres are awesome for grinding in this game. Cool. Thanks for telling me that. Let's kill this purple wolf. Because you know purple means stronger. Critical hit. Kiriel says, no, I had PC and Game Gear, later PlayStation 1. Hey Manny, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? You almost missed this one. Well, I'm glad you didn't miss it. Have you played Final Fantasy 1, Manny? I know this was before your time, I'm sure. Ooh! Wow, the wolf just did a critical hit on me. That's not good. Cure. Terminated. Ineffective. How is that possible? Not in a long time, and for like 10 minutes. Just lost your attention on it, Manny. Oh, another critical hit. Man, these guys are doing some damage. Okay. Yeah, the bad thing about a game like this on a stream is it's a lot of grinding. So I hope you guys are okay with that, but it's not like Wizardry 8 where you can... where the monsters are at your level, basically, or stronger than you, so it's just a challenge. This is you just level up until you get really strong for the area. Okay, so I have 500 gold, so I can get another item or spell. I wonder where I'd get better value out of it. I think I'm going to save for that hand axe or that other item for my fighter. Because when you run out of spells, you're done, but obviously your hand weapon you could keep using. Let's see if I can find some more ogres over here. Yeah. We'll cast Slap. Kirill says in Moscow, Dendy, bootleg NES, was not popular. Kids preferred Kinga, which is Sega Mega Drive Dendy. And he says nowadays I probably appreciate it more. And DJ says you can tell us stories while you grind. Tales of old PC games. Hey, that's a good idea. As long as I don't get distracted. Bo says FYI, right out of town is ogre area if you want to grind them. Okay. Thanks, Bo. So what kind of story could I tell you? Let me get my attacks going here. And he says, I actually prefer games where everything's set level and you level up to face it. Yeah, I think you're in the majority, Manny. I think most people are that way. A lot of people don't like when the monsters level up as you do because it's a lot harder. Sastam says it's all ogre. Oh, so it's like a special square or something? And he says, wish Bethesda got the hint after New Vegas did it that way. Leandro says, in Argentina in the early 90s, bootleg NES called Family Game here was extremely popular, and the Sega Genesis consoles got popular by the end of the 90s. Ouch, I just got another critical hit against me. And then Bo says, Final Fantasy VIII was scaled, and as a result, its easiest to beat at the lowest possible level was kind of dumb. Yeah, that is dumb. So the whole thing was scaled? That's a bad approach. I think Wizardry 8, in my opinion, does it perfectly. It's a perfect balance. Because there's some set and then there's some scaled. And the scaled is capped. So if you really wanted to spend a ridiculous amount of time, you could eventually, you know, get to the point where the combat becomes easy. Take a really long time though. Okay, I do have enough gold to buy a weapon now. Yeah, that's pretty weird if all the monsters were scaled. It just seems like a bad idea. Okay, so YOLO. There is this spell called A-Lit. So Bo, I do need your help on this. What does A-Lit mean? Is that area lightning? Because L-I-T is lightning. Or is that like advanced lightning or something? Manny says, even Omega Weapon, the super secret encounter, levels with you. And at like level 100 or whatever, everything one-shots you. Keyreal says, Shining Force will definitely worth looking, sir, if you like turn-based JRPG with no enemy auto level. Yeah, you might have stepped away, Keyreal. Saztam had mentioned I have played that on a stream once. So I streamed it for 2 hours, and I did like it. It was pretty cool. So I'll have to get back to it. Lightning resist? That's what A-Lid means? It's a resistance to lightning? Okay, well that's dumb. I'm not going to spend 400 on that right now. Okay. Thanks, Bo, for that info. We'll get a weapon instead. Okay, buy. Actually, should I sell first? Sell his rapier. What's better, the short sword or hand axe? Probably a hand axe. Okay, we'll see if we have to equip it now. Weapon. Okay. I wonder if I could sell those nunchucks, because I'm not going to use them anymore. Okay, cool. Axes hit harder and have a lower hit chance than swords. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bo. Alright, tell me where the ogre squares are at. I'll do some grinding against the ogres. I fought that one kind of southwest, but maybe there's a specific spot. Monster strike first. That's not very fair. It's down and to the right, Bo says. Okay. Thanks, Bo. Between those rocks. See how much damage this axe does. $52, nice. Bo says there is kind of a rocky area southeast of town. They are there. Careful to not go too far north over there. Oh, we'll find out what happens if I do, huh? I wish I had an area of effect spell against these. Yeah, Kirill, I know a lot of people rate Diablo 1 really high. Diablo's a Blizzard game, right? Because I really like Warcraft 3. That's Blizzard. But now that Blizzard's been bought out, you know, their quality's starting to go down. Diablo 1 is good. You have it, Manny says. Very slow compared to 2. Okay, to the south, down to the right, he said. Between like two rocks. Don't know if I'll be able to make it down there. Actually, fight this one. We'll slip them again. Gog has Diablo. Yeah, I think I actually have Diablo already. I just haven't played it. Bo says it's improved a bit. They added Hellfire mod. Unofficial made by Sierra. Manny says, doubt it would run on my computer. I haven't played it in forever. And Kirill says, but in Diablo 1, enemy actually stays dead. Leandro says, Diablo 1 was originally turn-based. Technically, it simulated real time. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to Wizards and Warriors, playing that. I've been really excited about that game. Not the NES version, the D.W. Bradley 2000 game. Let's see. Bo says increases over chance where you are currently. Not sure if rates, but definitely higher ogre chance where I am. Okay. GDC channel, Kirill says. You saw a game developer post Morum on Diablo 1. Oh, okay. Ron says, me too. Wizards and Warriors is really underrated. I think a lot of people don't know about it, to be honest. Or have never tried it. Yeah, I'm gonna play through the whole darn thing. Ooh, yes, level up, level 5. Nice. Oh, that time YOLO didn't get a big hit point boost. Neither did Bane. That's okay. I'm gonna go back and rest, and then I'll come back and should be able to fight quite a bit longer. Leandro says there are mods for Diablo 1 and 2 that add a lot of content. Ooh, an iguana. That's a different one. Let's do lightning. Bo says, I was terrible at Wizards and Warriors as a kid, like SOD. You're talking about the NES version, Bo, aren't you? Not D.W. Bradley's RPG. Yeah, Wizards and Warriors on the NES is tricky, that's for sure. Manny says, Diablo 2 is super grindy. Low level set items like never drop. And then you get them when like Act 3 and you're garbage now. Oh, okay. This guy's tougher. There we go. Wow, we didn't get much for that. In general, I like CRPGs where you control multiple characters the best. Like 4's okay, but I prefer 6, maybe even 8 characters. Yeah, Bo was talking about the NES version. That's a fun game. I played through that. I don't know if you saw that, Bo. That was months ago. We beat that one on the NES. Oh, here we go. More arachnids. Oh, I can get a 3rd level spell now. Nice. Yeah, it's something totally different. The Wizards and Warriors I'm playing, you might want to see on one of my playthroughs. Not playthroughs, one of my videos. I've streamed it twice now. It's an amazing RPG from D.W. Bradley, who made Wizardry 6 and 7. Yeah, bad drops in the game, it sounds like, Manny. That is frustrating. Hey, Rod, welcome back. Or poison. Now look at that. The poison font's small. Look, they put the word poison there right under DF. So they can do smaller fonts. What the heck? Another poisoned. Yeah, the font team was on break. Ron said, I guess they were on break. That's so lame. Yeah, they were interns. Ineffective. The question is, does poison wear off after battle? My guess is no. Wow, that was a lot of gold. Oh, it pushed them to the back of the party. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, pure. I'm guessing pure will cure it. Yep. I bought those a long time ago because I was afraid I would end up getting poisoned or something. That's the wrong button. There we go. Manny says, I like being able to upgrade uniques into different uniques. And the rune system was neat. Kiro says, I was searching for turn-based RPGs and noticed a studio named Chemco 8 6 years ago. They do lots of decent RPGs for mobile platforms, so I highly recommend it to take a look at them. Cool, I will check that out. I have so many games in my list though, Kirill. That's the curse. Is we're so spoiled with games, we have way too many. And you could just never get to them all. Unless you're the kind of person that jumps around a lot and never beats games. There's a lot of people that do that. Like when I play a game, I want to at least play through it once. Usually I want to play through it twice so that I try something different and feel like I really understand it. And RPGs just take so much time. I mean, action games you can beat in just a few hours usually. Alright, let's see if we can find some Cyclops. I can't get down there and keep getting attacked. Let's just start doing damage. Bo says that's my issue. I want to beat them. I have a list I would need 2 lifetimes to beat, and that doesn't count the new ones coming out. Yeah. The only other option is you cheat to beat them, and then that's no fun. Basically, I mean, what's the point of playing a game if you're going to cheat if you're doing it for fun? Hero says, I am not into new games. I still play State of Decay, which is 2012, and Gothic 1, 2001, and Shining Force. Manny says, last game I considered an RPG was the MMORPG Black Desert. Really cool stuff in it, but it's insane hard. Like after a point it's beyond frustrating making any progress. Yeah, what's crazy about what difficulty levels for people is it does really depend on your generation and when you were born. Ooh, what is that? WR Wolf. I'm guessing that means werewolf. Let's kill that thing, because I'm sure that's going to be dangerous. Poisoned. Doggone it. I don't have any pure potions. I have to get more. Rod says, I haven't played many mobile games because it's so hard finding one that is not just a shell for microtransactions. Haha. Yeah, that's true. Well, you'll be able to play Forteverse on a mobile. DJ says, I now have 230 MS-DOS games working on my Raspberry Pi. Ha, nice! Werewolf and Arachnid, Ron says. And Bo says, well, all of us have an MMORPG to play. Forteverse. That's right. Rod says you can't judge by total downloads because there are a lot of awful games in the top list. Yeah, that's true. Manny says, dude, you can grind for a week for an item and a duplicate to upgrade it. And it's a 50% chance it can shatter and set you back an entire area. Level means almost nothing in Black Desert. And Keyril says, basically RPG is not about stats, it is about role-playing, right? As to a decent non-microtransaction game on mobile, Kemco is my answer. Let's see. I need to try to heal, and then I need to go back and get a pure... Oh, I cured the wrong one. There we go. I forgot that it moves him. Let's see. I think the potions were on this side. Nice. Let's get a few of them. Because it looks like I'm going to be getting poisoned a lot. Why is that such... Why is that making that noise every time I walk? Is that normal? That's really weird. I don't think I ever noticed that before. It's like making a grinding sound. Oh, that's what it is? It's the poison sound that's doing that? Oh, okay. That's hilarious. I'm like, why is it making that awful sound? Okay, there we go. That's hilarious. Thanks, guys. That's funny. Mr. Impossible says it's telling you that you're taking damage from poison. That's funny. Hey, Dominic, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Keyril says, also I enjoyed Dragon Quest 1 on mobile. Great non-spoiled remaster with the picture and sound. Easy save system plus classic saves in the throne room for oldies like me. Manny says, games need more of that. Ouch, man, these guys hit hard. Glad you're doing good, Dominic. Yeah, I am too. Playing some old Might and Magic. Or, not Might and Magic. Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy 1. I played this, Dominic, 28 years ago was the last time I played this. So, that'll tell you how old I am. Dominic's my nephew. Manny says, another reason Dark Souls has a special place in my heart. You and your Dark Souls, Manny. Every stream, you have to bring it up, don't you? It's like that old saying that every conversation on the internet ends up having some mention of Hitler. Well, anytime Manny's involved, eventually any conversation will have the words Dark Souls in it. Oh, look at this. It's called a Geist. They couldn't fit Poltergeist, so we just have a Geist. That's funny. We'll try harm on him. No, it's fine, Manny. I'm just teasing you. I think it's funny. Ron says, for a series called Final Fantasy, Sure is a lot of games. Yeah, that's a good point. Huh. Geist is just ghost in German? Is it really? I did not know that. I thought it was because of poltergeist. You know, they put the word geist at the end. That's hilarious. Okay, how do I do... Let's do some quick curing. Okay. And then we'll switch the black mage with the white mage. There we go. I still have yet to find any ogres right here. I'm starting to question Bo. Use the harm. Yes, he said. Yeah, I did. Sleep. Poultrygeist. Man, he says. Oh, tell Sophia hi, Dominic. Looking for Shrek Swamp. Keyreel says my cousin's kids just asked me why my YouTube channel has no games, and I said because I played like 10 titles I really enjoy, so I'll keep doing music and movie mashups. Oh, I gotcha. Let's do ice. Onions. Dominic said onions. And Rod agrees onions. I have no idea what you're talking about. Bo says another good place to grind ogres is across the ocean. It's like 80% ogre chance. Leave ogres out in the sun, they still sprouting little white hairs. It's okay, we just have to grind. We'll just... whatever comes at us, we'll take out. Just can't be that exciting to watch, I know, but... I think most people are here just to chat and hang out. We're trying to hunt ogres, Manny, because they drop more gold. They dropped a lot of gold. And why are you out of coffee, huh? You better rectify that one, Manny. Rod says, I have never had a GP problem in Final Fantasy. In the first one? This one? You did have a low-level party problem. Oh, that's pretty good gold, 116. Out of cure spells. Okay, we'll go back. Keyreel says they took a picture of me right now. I am dead super serious on a picture. Ooh, 2 ogres. Uh-oh. I am dead super serious on a picture and making some nuclear calculations on my phone. Little do they know, I watch you play Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, you don't have to change gear constantly. Ah, I gotcha. You're out of everything, Manny? Rod says in later titles you do if you want to keep your party using optimal equipment. NGL Ogre is hot looking. NGL? I guess we'll do lighting. Yeah, but the Bard's Tale ogres have massive quads. Remember, Manny, you made a comment on that. Oh, not gonna lie, that's what NGL is, okay. Alright, we should get 300 gold, I think, or something like that. Yeah, 390, nice. Wow, so right here, I still got him to spawn, so yeah, I'll just keep fighting around here. Dominic asks, when do I mainly stream? Usually I stream in the evenings like this, like around 7 or 8. But sometimes I'll stream around between 10 and 12 in the morning. So that my friends on the other side of the planet can see the streams too. Because I've got people over in Europe and Indonesia and various places. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of what spell I should get next. I really should get a second level spell for the White Wizard because he's just wasting those spell points. Let me take a look. Invisibility, Mute, or Lamp. I guess I'll get Lamp because I'm probably gonna have to need light in a dungeon somewhere. Oh wow, it's 442 where Keyreel is. Ha! That's crazy. So did you get up early? Or is it late for you, Keyreel? Have you not gone to sleep yet? Because Magnificent Meal, who's on the stream, he got up early sometimes, like at 2 in the morning. So I'm not sure if you're just up early or if you're staying up late. Lamp is anti-darkness status effect. Okay. You had to Google that one, Bo, huh? So that, in other words, that spell's not very useful. Ooh, I can cast Harm this time, though. Ron says I get up at 4:50 a.m. every day, except for Fridays when it's 6. Wow, that is early. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I guess you have to, depending on your job. Wow, Harm is really good against undead. Bo says my girlfriend's the same. She is in medicine and gets up sometimes when I go to bed. Oh man. Ron doesn't have to. It's just you're a super morning person. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Paralyzed. So I'm guessing that'll wear off after combat. Uh-oh, double paralyzed. Alright, we better do Harm again. Dominic says he gets up at 5:30 even though he doesn't need to. Wow, 468 gold from those. Okay. Question is, no, we're not paralyzed anymore. Okay, cool. Ron can set his own hours. I had an hour commute and worked from 7 to 3 or 8 to 4. That's good. And Kirill says, or Rod says, meanwhile, I'm happy waking up early at 8 a.m. in this quarantine. Kirill says, I don't sleep at night because my nephews visit me and it drives me nuts. They're 24/7 energy. Yeah, kids have tons of energy, don't they? Ron says, so missing most of the transit rush at 6 a.m. was a godsend. Bo says, I'm the least morning person who's ever lived. Yeah, I'm not a morning person either. I usually am up around between 7 and 8. Ron says, I live with my parents too, but I'm just quiet. Dominic says, I have lots of energy, but I try to control it. So the keyword there is try. That's funny. Manny says, I miss having 24/7 energy. Maybe I need to start eating loads of sugar. I don't think that'll help. Ed says he doesn't sleep. I can tell you that. That's funny. If I don't sleep, I end up with migraine headaches. Like, I get them enough as it is, but that'll definitely trigger me to get a bad headache. Kiro says, I made nephews play Resident Evil 1 from 1996, saying it is a Minecraft zombie mod, just so I enjoy their jump scares. That's funny. And they believed you, huh? So these poltergeists seem just as good, almost as good as the Cyclops for earning gold. I keep pushing the wrong button. Here we go. Ooh. They strike first, and it's a great ogre. Oh, he missed. Thank goodness. This looks pretty scary. I guess we'll do ice. We'll take out the great one first. Yeah, it's Shrek. It does look like Shrek, doesn't it, Manny? Kirill says the graphics in Resident Evil 1 kind of look like Minecraft, so they believe me. That's funny. Alright, took out the Great Ogre. Rod says, I haven't tried Monster. It came to Argentina 2 years ago. We always had Red Bull. Oh, so you're talking about energy drinks. I see. Okay, we'll see you later, Ron. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. The Incredible Hulk makes an appearance, Bo says. And Dominic says, the ogre looks like the Jolly Green Giant. He does. That's funny. Yeah, or the Hulk. Wow, almost 500 gold there. Ed says, I still like the Dark Mage. I think it was Black Mage. Yeah, it's the Black Mage. Let's see, Cure. Alright, we're raking in the gold now. Hey Michael, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Yes, this is the original Final Fantasy on the NES. Let's see here. What else you got, YOLO? Invisibility. Mute. Oh, wait a minute. I got a better idea. Let's get that plate armor. Sell. Chainmail. Buy. Iron. And you know what? I wonder... Okay. I wonder if I can get gloves for the fighter too, and if they can get gloves. He has wooden armor. Let's see. He took it. Michael says, I'm good. Hope you are too. I put about 20 hours into this game and then lost the save. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, cool. So Fighter's got some really good armor now. I'm guessing the black belt can't use a shield. That'd be pretty weird. Let's see. Can they use it? Wow, they can? Oh, wow, okay. So the mages can wear the gloves. That'll give them a little armor boost. You have to buy the item before you can figure it out, I guess. Okay. That should drastically reduce our damage. Dominic says, imagine high contrast mode with all the flashing lights. Oh, yeah. That'd be bad. That would hurt your eyes. Whoa, that was good damage. More geists. Sophia's watching on her iPad. That's funny. Hey, Sophia. How you doing? She probably doesn't have an account, though, so she can't comment. This kind of game's probably not fun for her to watch, though, is it? Wow. Okay, let's cast harm yet again. Keyreal says, "Sir, what are your thoughts on Might and Magic turn-based RPGs?" I like them. They're really good. I was streaming Might and Magic 4. I got to get back to that. But yeah, I was doing live streams of that one. I have a review of Might and Magic 1. Oh, wait a minute. It might be 2. Might and Magic 2 and 3, I think. In case you wanted to watch my reviews on those. Dominic says, she can't comment. I will talk when she wants to say something. Oh, okay. That works. Sastam says, I put a bunch of time into this game back in the day. Then the cartridge died. Did the cartridge die or just the battery in the cartridge? Oh yeah, level 6. Nice. Alright, we have over 100 hit points now on every character. That is excellent. The cartridge wouldn't boot? Wow. I have never had that happen. Did the cartridge get damaged or wet or something like that, Saztam? Yeah, it does sound like a cursed game, Michael. That's crazy. I had cartridges for years and years and years. Never had one go out. I would have the NES do the flashing thing it did when sometimes the cartridges were dirty and it couldn't read them. But that was the NES itself, not the cartridge. It just stopped working one day. Wow. That's crazy. Was that the only game you've ever had that happen with, Saztam? Okay, let's get another spell. Michael says he's only had that happen with an NES Game Genie. When I plugged in and the cartridge would not work. Ah, okay. So if anybody can look up for me what TMPR means, it's a level 2 black magic spell, that would be awesome. Saztam says only one, as far as I can remember. I had bought it used originally though. Okay, that explains a lot. I bet whoever had it before dropped it in something and it got wet and then they dried it out and then over time it corroded, because that happens with corrosion. You know, over time the stuff that was on it will just eat away at something just enough to dissolve it and then it won't work. Saztam says TMPR raises attack power. Okay, cool. I'm guessing slow either reduces the number of attacks they get or makes them easier to hit. Oh, thanks, Bo. Oh, and Michael answered too. Keyreal says, I will watch your reviews then. I'm not familiar with your videos yet. I just visited a couple of your streams this last time. Ah, okay. Well, welcome here, Keyreal. Yeah, I have all kinds of reviews I've done over the years. I think I have 80 reviews. I've done a lot of retro games. So hopefully you'll see some on the list. I have a playlist on my home page, and you can go through that and see a list of all of them. Dominic says we have a game console with a bunch of older games like Zelda, Mario, and others. Yeah, those are fun. Oh, Mr. Impossible says according to the wiki, temper doesn't work. Wow. Bo says it's bugged though in NES. Huh, that's bad. Hey Mac, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? Good to see you too. I agree, classic game. Rod says there are some spells that worked as debuffs. Oh wow, okay. Well, I don't know what to do here. We'll go ahead and buy slow since I have the money. We'll see if it works. Everybody's saying temper is bugged. It's got over 800 games. Wow, Dominic. Question is, are you going to play them all? Manny says, oh yeah, I was watching a review of Wizardry 4 or 5, but had to stop. Bo says, yeah, some quirks in NES games makes me laugh. Yeah, that's really bad. That, like, Faxanadu had that problem. Sir Percival was talking about that. So I downloaded a patch for that. Since I was playing through an emulator, I could do that. Yep, that's right, Michael. You could hack the ROM. Use a hex editor. If you could find out where the code was. Yeah, I gotta get back to Faxanadu at some point. That one foggy area is just kind of annoying. It's tedious. Okay. Grimps, yeah. The Grimps, are they related to the Grinch? I'm gonna try slow. It looks like it works on all enemies, maybe. Wow, that harm was weak. What the heck? Paralyzed. Lost intelligence? What? So slow has to do with intelligence and not speed or dexterity? Okay. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's not what I expected. Ah, paralyzed. Michael says, if I ever made an NES game, I would definitely use this interface. Ed says, Dominic wants to come visit, by the way. I'll bring him up if you're okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Manny says, Final Fantasy, don't go there. Says to him, he's a bit slow, fellas, if you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Telekinesis, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Kirill says, what are your thoughts on Castlevania? My nerves, I shiver every time I fall on the first levels. I love Castlevania. I actually played through that one too on one of the live streams. That's a real fun one. I've played through 1, 2, and 3. And Super Castlevania on the streams. It's those are really good games. 2 was my least favorite. I know some people really like 2, but it was more tedious. Saztam says, I think undead are more vulnerable to fire. Oh, okay. Makes sense. We should be able to fight maybe one more time right here. Monsters strike first. Of course they do, so they can poison me. Oh, I got lucky. So why would you want to decrease the intelligence of the monster? What does intelligence do in this game? Isn't it just for spellcasting? Oh wow, sleep doesn't work on spiders. Rod says one cool thing about the Game Boy ports, you got a bestiary? What is that? Glad you're doing good, Telekinesis. Nice to finally make one of the streams usually can't, but you're on vacation. Oh, nice! Are you having a good vacation so far? The land of Final Fantasy has lots of snow left upon the land by ye old snowplows, Michael says. Rod says you can go back to the main menu and check the stats, how many of each monster you've killed. Dominic says, when people say D Forte, I look, but then I realize you, me, and my dad would be called D Forte. Well, I'm D Forte because of Daryl, the Daryl Forte. Dominic Forte and Ed would be E Forte. So you think you hear D, sometimes you hear E. But yeah, you're definitely a D Forte too. That's funny. Rod says after killing a certain amount of monsters, you got information about their weaknesses. What are you talking about, Rod? Are you talking about the remake of The Bard's Tale? It sounds like that's what you're describing. Manny says Final Fantasy X had a thing for the monsters, I think. Could never find them. And Bo says if a monster has multi-attack, the fast, slow cancels that. So even though it said intelligence is lost, that has something to do with the number of attacks? That's weird. Keyreal says Simon's Quest is good after they fixed the game. They changed the dialogues and the NPCs so you can hit. Yeah, and those hints sometimes were completely bogus, I found out. Like they lied to you. Stam said the whole Forte clan will be here soon. That's funny. I asked my wife if she wanted to be on the stream once playing some games, and she said no. Bo says, yeah, it makes no sense, the description. Sometimes took me years to figure out the real effect of spells in the game. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Intelligence affects your attack rate? That's really weird. Oh, you're talking about Final Fantasy 1 and 2 for the Game Boy, Rod says. It sounded like you were describing the Bard's Tale remake. Michael says slow. Status elemental spell that reduces all foes' number of attacks per round to 1. Or counters effects fast. So why did it say their intelligence decreased? That is just so weird. Oops. Alright, time to go back. Yeah. NES games never had really thick manuals because they were shipped in that small box. So they were all the manuals were always small. Ludwig says, do you prefer PC or console RPGs? In general, I prefer, for platformers and action games, I prefer console. But for RPG and real-time strategy, I prefer computers. And Rod says, does your dog have a YouTube account? No. Nope. Domix is actually my mom is watching as well. Oh, hey! Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Michael says, stupid people move slow, a la zombie lore. Yeah, I guess. Telekinesis says, hey D4, you need to try Golden Axe 3, the arcade version sometime. It'll blow you away. I have not done that. I've done Golden Axe 1 and 2 on the arcade, but not 3 yet. And I've done all kinds of other sword and sorcery games online on the stream. I don't know if you've seen those. I've played through quite a few of them. But yeah, Golden Axe 3 I have not done yet. Bo says I had an official guide to this as a kid, and even it has errors about spells. Oh, that's funny. Oh, cool. She said hi. Nice. Manny says nowadays everyone just wants to jump right in with no manuals. Yep, that's true. That is true. Michael says Zelda 1 had a sizable manual in the NES. Yeah, see, the problem was the manuals were only like that large. They're like a square. They were square shaped. Because they basically would fit in toward the bottom where the cartridge was a lot of times. Now you see Forte. It says he's the cool Forte, huh? Yeah, the Nintendo magazines like Nintendo Power. Oh, good. I'm glad you've been enjoying on telekinesis. Let's see. I guess we'll do slep, i.e. sleep. Tim says I had the Zelda manual pretty much memorized. And Luffy says, remember the manual for Civilization 1 on the PC? That was thick. Yeah. I have all kinds of manuals. I'm going to have to go get them. I need to let my dog out anyway. So yeah, hang on a second, guys. I'll be back with a bunch of manuals that you can take a look at. These are going to be computer manuals. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I do have tons of manuals here, so it'll be kind of boring. If this is boring, let me know. But, where did I put my controller? But we'll go through some of them, just so you can kind of see for people that are not used to old school stuff. I'll finish this battle first. Telekinesis said, same D&D beat-em-ups played, can't read that, as kid 2 at the university. Manny says, I would play Morrowind without the in-game map and use the paper one way back. It was something. Sastim said, I think I tried dipping the note in water, but it didn't work. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Manuals are greater than games often. Okay, cool. Well, I'll bring some up. Oh, look who's in the chat. There's somebody new in the chat. Who is that? That's my wife. Lori is in the chat. The whole clan is here, guys. You said you wanted the whole clan, and she joined in. That's funny. Hey, and Lonnie's here. Lonnie from the Serial Game Killer. Welcome. Yeah. LOL. Hashtag Forte family. That's funny. She couldn't miss out on the fun. Yeah, right. Like this is her kind of fun. An old NES game. Not. We play Anno together a lot. We haven't recently, but... And we've played a lot of board games, like strategy games. Yeah, there's Dominic. So Lori M. Forte is Melissa's account, but that's actually Dominic typing there. Okay, so let me save this, and then I'm going to show some of these manuals. Let me turn off the sound to this music, or I could just turn it down, probably. It's probably annoying. Right there, it's real mild now. Okay. Turn my sound down too. There we go. Alright, so we will start with a game that a lot of people don't know about, but I actually did a review on it. And let me make sure you can see this. It's called The Spirit of Excalibur. So here's its manual. Show you how thick it is. This one, it's by Virgin Mastertronic. This is from 1990. You can see it's in great shape. But it's got pretty cool text on the inside. This is going to be hard to do. Oh, here. Okay, we're going to flip to camera only so that everything's a lot bigger. Where is it? Camera only. There we go. Okay. Let's see if it has any pictures in it. Yeah, it has some drawings. Okay, let me flip back, because I'm not going to be able to see the chat. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, so this manual has, it's a pretty small one. It only has 46 pages. Okay. This, does anybody know what this is? Does anybody recognize it? Rod says normal people have family reunions. Well, you know, I'm not normal. Morrowind is only one character. Oh, so Michael's played Spirit of Excalibur. Telekinesis, D Forte's an awesome dude. Been sub for like 12 years. Yes, thank you for that, Telekinesis. I've recognized your name for so many years now. That's awesome. Thank you for the support. Forte Clan has YouTube streams instead. It says, no prank, wife in chat. No, it's not a prank. That really is my wife, Lori. This is Ultima. Saztam is right. This is the compendium. So inside here, it just talks about like the way of the bard. Let's see if I can get that to show up there. The way of the bard describes the different character classes and talks about spells. And here's the different armor and stuff. It's basically the user manual for the game. So that is the regular manual from Origin. And it has, this is 1990. It has also only 48 pages, so that's pretty small. Now here's a monster of a manual. One of my favorite games. Did Lori just say, I don't know what's going on? Who was that? Not a prank, I'm here, but I don't know what's going on. That's funny. Yeah, we're nerding it up, Lori. We're nerding it up. Lonnie says, is 10-Yard Fight on the NES arcade list? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, that was Ultima 6. The compendium. So here's Bane of the Cosmic Forge, one of my favorite games. Now this manual has... Does it have page numbers? It has over 120 pages. Look at these awesome drawings. I mean, they have individual drawings of each class and race, hand drawn. Describes it all. There's spells. Just other drawings inside there and stuff. Describing everything. So this is Wizardry 6, Bane of the Cosmic Forge, one of the best RPGs made. Now this is interesting. I know Lonnie has this. This is the Bard's Tale. This is what it came in. The original Bard's Tale. This is the box. See the sleeve? The diskettes were in here, in the sleeve. And so right there in the box, when you open it up, you can see Scarebray. That's the main map. So it was sold like this. And it basically would stick out like that. It's almost like a record type deal. And then on the back of the box, it has pictures and descriptions and everything. But yeah. Oh, is Dominic leaving? Well, have a good night, Dominic. The chat's going too fast. I can't read it all. Keyreel says, I unboxed a lot of boxes my dad had for sale just to read the big manuals. He got upset about it. It does, Michael. Didn't that look like a record sleeve? It even has the sticker on it. Look, I still have the sticker. It's still on there. Telekinesis says, was so fun getting to know manuals inside and out. Yeah, exactly. Because you hardly ever bought games because you didn't have the money. You'd only get maybe 1 or 2 games a year. Bo says, I used to pore over the art on old game manuals. It's what got me into it. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Now here's the manual to Bard's Tale. You can see it's pretty wide, but it doesn't have many pages. This thing is thin. It only has 22 pages. And then here's the clue book. The clue book is pretty small. It doesn't have page numbers. There's the last level of Menger's Castle. That's the last level you fight in the Bard's Tale Part 1. This is a pretty good clue book. The other thing I like about this clue book is the descriptions don't give everything away. It really is more like a hint book, a true clue book. It's not like a walkthrough. Manny says, that's so cool, but he put a frowny face. Telekinesis says, unique to me. Cool. Says to him, Electronic Arts would use those boxes mostly. Yep. Manny says, but I only buy 1 or 2 games a year. And Michael loved the hint books. Keyreel says, Forte Clan Library Tour. Seriously, great stuff. I had a few of those. Here's Ultima 7. Serpentile. It's a pretty thin manual. Let's see how many pages it is. 35. The colors are good in this. You can see the orangish color that matches the front. Does it have pictures? Yeah, it does. This is hand-drawn artwork. Yeah, these manuals are just so much fun. I have so many of them. I don't want to show too many, but here's the Dark Sun clue book. This is an AD&D game. Shattered Lands. So this is, I think they may have made a couple of them, but this is the first one. So there's just some more artwork. This thing's in pretty good shape too. How many pages? This has over 120 pages. So that's a pretty thick clue book. Here's Wizardry 5. Heart of the Maelstrom. This is a thick manual. This is the regular manual, and it has 86 pages, so not as much as Wizardry 6. But you'll see there by one of my favorite game artists, or game designers of all time, D.W. Bradley and Andrew Greenberg. And this has a lot of comedy in the drawings. The style was different for Wizardry 5. 6 became a serious RPG. 5 was much more humor oriented. Let me see if I can get that drawing up there. See that? Just had a lot of humor in 5. Now, this is a recent purchase that I got from my friend Chris over at CGQ. I had the Darklands game itself, but I didn't have the box. So he had the box, and it's in pristine condition. And it has the manual in here. It has the map, like this fold-out map, which I'm not going to unfold. It has keyboard commands. This game is incredible if you've never played it. I have a review of it. Here's the Darklands manual. And this thing has 108 pages. This is a fantastic open world RPG. I think it came out in 93 if I remember right. It's either 92 or 93. Tell me if you guys are getting bored of this. If someone is, type the word bored so that I'll see it. Michael says the Dark Sun games are awesome. They need a new one or a remake. I like 5's style. Manny says it'll probably be hack and slash or build as Dark Souls if remade. Keyreel says Ultima. Ah, yes, I remember these games. My first online experience typing guards while being whooped in town. Wizardry manuals are books. They are. Now here's the clue book to Wizardry 7. Crusaders of the Dark Savant, one of the best games ever made. You see how thick that is? Let's see how many pages this has. $179. 179 pages for this one. And the font is small. Look how small that font is. This game is massive. It is huge. And in the back, look at this. I always love this in these old books where they have like COD orders and things. Let's see if the camera will show it. CODs not accepted. MasterCard, and it has prices of things. Wizardry Dragon t-shirt, $17.95. I wish I would have bought one of those in the day. There was like t-shirts and here it is, the Wizardry Dragon jacket. Wizardry hat. You know, you just didn't think about those things back then. You didn't want to spend your money on it. You wanted to spend it on games. So probably hardly anybody has that kind of stuff. Oh, somebody said something about a review. Let me scroll up here a second. Nice. Did you buy your own Darklands copy for after the review? Yes. I reviewed that, I don't know, a few years ago. And I just really liked the game. So I'm like, you know what? Chris was selling. If you haven't checked out his channel, I love his channel. He has two. CGQ, which is Classic Gaming Quarterly, and then CGQ Plus. But on his in his Discord channel, he posted that he was selling some of the stuff. Mainly it was console stuff that I wasn't interested in. But I saw this, and I claimed it right away. I'm like, man, this is mine. So I sent him the money, and he sent it off. Manny says, SimCity game manuals were massive. Yep. Guess Hollywood needs to make a Wizardry movie. No, please no. They would do so bad at it. Telekinesis says, oh, doggy. Yeah, that was Willow. She comes in here sometimes. Yeah, that's the real Darklands box. You want that t-shirt, Manny? Yeah. Lonnie says, sometimes you can get clue books from GOG when you buy the games. Yeah, that's true. That'd be cool. Keyreal says, seeing you full screen never gets by. That's funny, thanks. Saztam says the original Zork manual was pretty big. Had a lot of comedy. Oh, that's cool. I bet it did. I didn't know that, but Zork in and of itself seemed very humorous. Here's the Bard's Tale 3 copy protection thing. Thieves of Fate. So the way it works is it's a wheel and you would spin it and then you'd look inside there and it would tell you which numbers and things to type. So that was so people didn't copy the game and pirate it. Let's see. Saztam says it was formatted like a school textbook but in a satirical way. Okay. Telekinesis says, I introduced you to I, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, I shows up on the stream occasionally. Yep. I know who you're talking about. Or are you saying something else now? Are you saying to Darklands? You introduced me to Darklands? Yes. Did you make the request? Because, yeah, somebody requested it. And eventually I said, request fulfilled. So if that was you, thank you, because I never would have played that. It's okay. We have the violent 90s wizardry anime, Manny says. They will usually include PDFs now. When you buy from GOG. Yep. Yeah, the copy wheels. Keyreal says, not bored. Thank you for this awesome info. I love just talking between Final Fantasy 1 gaming, seeing you full screen. Saztem says the Zork manual even had quizzes. Oh, wow. All right, here's another one. Unlimited Adventures. That's how thick that one is. So this is a game engine for making your own gold box games, basically. It's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and I've reviewed that on my channel. But this, has pictures of the different monsters that the game comes with, and you can change a lot of stuff and make your own game. But it's mainly text in this manual, just describing everything. So this has 121 pages. So that's pretty decent size. Oh boy, this next one. If any of you have followed me a long time, you're gonna know how I feel about this one. Hills Far, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Does anybody know what I'm gonna say about this one? I reviewed this one quite a while ago. Oh, I missed Rod's message. Let me scroll up here. Manny says like mods. Oh, okay. Rod says, D4T, I would donate $100 right now if I had them. Thank you so much for your stream. This is full screen discussion is really fun. Well, good. I'm glad you feel that way, Rod. I appreciate that. Lonnie says all the original Zork games came with maps. That's cool. It's always fun when there's maps included in a game. Michael says, yeah, if you go to the Magic Mirror website, you can download a lot of pre-made Unlimited Adventures. Is that what that said? Unlimited Adventure games. Okay. You have a lot of nice collectibles, Telekinesis says. You have that one too, Michael? Sastam says, I have that one. Hills Far. Fall off the horse again and again and again. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you'll just have to watch my review on it. Here's one that I recently completed for you guys. Curse of the Azure Bonds, the second gold box game. Remember her in the game? Alias. I think his name was Dragonbait, if I remember right. We meet those and they join our party. It was just a typical gold box game manual. It's very small. It only has 28 pages. Death Knights of Krynn rulebook. So the gold box games were interesting. They normally had a rulebook, a journal entry manual, or whatever it was called, and like a quick reference guide. They usually had all three of those. Here's the clue book for Death Knights of Krynn. It's pretty small. It's only 43 pages. So these games were a lot smaller than like Wizardry. D&D manuals or books. Yeah, the manuals. Absolutely. Sastam says, do you have the Wasteland manual? Good question. I think I do. I do somewhere. I don't know if I grabbed it here. But yes. Here's the Dark Queen of Krynn. Instead of the Death Knights of Krynn. This, I think, was the last one in the series, the third one. I think Death Knight was second. Okay, now here's Gateway to the Savage Frontier clue book. So, I reviewed this one too. But they all kind of look the same, all these gold box clue books. Manny says he has a clue book for Wasteland. Yep. And I think I have the manual too somewhere. There's a couple manuals with Wasteland. I think one is like almost like the journal entry. And then the other's like the manual. Telekinesis says you have kept them in good repair. Congrats on that. Yeah, most of them I have. Some of them are a little beat up. Like this Bane of the Cosmic Forge one. It is in pretty good shape on the inside, but it doesn't have its cover. There was a cover on this, and it ended up coming off. I used it so much. But yeah, the inside's still in pretty good shape. But yeah, most of the games. Now, this one might be a surprise for you guys and or a treat. We'll see if you can figure this one out. DJ says this is awesome. Good. Glad to hear that. Does anybody know what this is? I'll try to show it there. The name is what I'm referring to. This is not what it's really called now. I did a review on this. Sastam says most of the games I played, you had Xerox copies of the manuals. Ah, okay. Manny, sexy evil witch, queens everywhere. You have a lot of these too, DJ? Cool. Nice. Yeah, the art is awesome, isn't it? Yes, it is Quest for Glory. Good call. So originally when Sierra created this, they chose the name Hero Quest because obviously they were the King's Quest and Space Quest and Police Quest masters. They got sued. They had to change it. So they changed it from Hero's Quest to Quest for Glory. Well, I bought it early before they changed it. So I have a manual in here where everything is called Hero's Quest. The game itself said Hero's Quest. There was no reference at all to Quest for Glory. So I found that really, really funny. But this manual's small. It's only 28 pages. Yeah, a little tidbit for those that didn't know that. Keyreel says, I play Heroes of Waterdeep on my phone. So primitive. Now I feel shamed after seeing old school manuals on real D&D. No. The old school manuals are fun, but let's face it, eventually all these will deteriorate and be destroyed. You know, it's the software that counts. That's one of your favorite games, Telekinesis? Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? Yep. Slam. Hey, Slam. Slam says Hero Quest is also a board game. That's cool. So here's Might and Magic Book 1. So this is the first Might and Magic by New World Computing. It is interesting, funny graphics too, like this drawing. Look at this. They have a lot of comedy. But this is one where you can see the cover has come off from the outside, but I just keep it with it. Besides that, it's in good shape. I think some of these I did draw in them though. Yeah, like right here, when I was a kid, I filled in all these coordinates. I mean, that's what they had it for in the manual, you know. But once I figured them out, I put them in there. You meant Heroes Quest? Oh, yeah, no problem. You had that book, DJ? Which book was that? Michael says, I like the art style. The EGA versus Slob, well, was my favorite. New World were brilliant. Yeah. Here's another game I reviewed that a lot of people don't know about. It's called Bad Blood. This is an Origin game. So the same makers of Ultima made this. And it's a sci-fi, futuristic, apocalyptic game. Let's see, when was it released? I don't know if the book doesn't even look like it has the date on it. Well, it'd be in my review. It's 1990. So this was only 2 or 3 years after Wasteland. Dark Queen of Krynn clue book. Ooh, here we go. Another game engine a lot of people don't know about. They know about Unlimited Adventures, but they didn't know the Bard's Tale had a construction set where you could make Bard's Tale games. And this one, this game engine was actually a lot more powerful than the Gold Box Unlimited Adventures. If you look in here, you can program all kinds of stuff. See how it has variables and things in there? You could program like crazy logic. I got a review on this one too. Lonnie says, hold on to your clue books because they're getting hard to find. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'll keep them in great shape. This is Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This came with it. And it's basically like a layout showing all the monsters and their stats, and it's reflective, so it's hard for you to see. But that's pretty cool. Here's the tech tree. This is like a kind of like a plastic material. Telekinesis, boy, you're making me jealous. That is not the intent. The intent is to show people that aren't familiar with all this stuff, all these different manuals. So no, don't be jealous. There's always going to be someone that has more stuff than you do. There's people that have way more than I do. This is Heroes of Might and Magic 2 manual. I wish the graphics were colorized in there, but they're not. They're just grayscale. Yeah, the manuals back then are really cool. Here, you're just asking about Wasteland. Here's one of the Wasteland manuals. The original Wasteland from 1987. This is the Paragraphs book. And you'll know I've been playing through the remastered version lately, where they have the cutscenes and everything. And they'll talk about a paragraph. Well, that's what these are. You used to have to look them up in this manual, just like you did the journal entries of the Gold Box games, and read them. So this was its own manual for Wasteland. DJ said, I lost 13 and a half hours of my life at the first time playing that Broken Allegiance. Rod says, in fact, I want to play board games because of manuals like that as well. Still Alive says, I used to read that manual so much back then. Which one? The Heroes of Might and Magic 2? If you post something in the tech or in the chat, by the time I see it, it's probably been a couple minutes. So if you're going to post something about a given game, say the game name, and then I won't lose track. Most of your stuff was stolen from you piecemeal over years, Telekinesis says. Oh, that's a bummer. Bo says use Wasteland Guide for the remake. Now that's repurposing. Yeah. Meant it as a big compliment. I'm not sure what that is referring to. Rod says, you know, for games made in the 70s through 90s, those have great design. Keyreal says, some manuals are so big that they need manuals for manuals. Yeah. Heroes 2. Slam says, Temple of Apshai, first printed manual to describe rooms. I don't know. Michael says, post stuff in the Discord too. He'll catch that eventually. Yeah, if there's something I'm missing, which I'm sure there is, and you have a question for me specifically, tag me with my name in the Discord channel and I'll be able to answer it. Gateway to Savage Frontier rulebook. Oh, Treasures of the Savage Frontier rulebook. That's the second one. Here's another Might and Magic Book 1 manual. I have no idea how I ended up with 2. But I do. I have 2 of them. I almost think that when they sold it originally, they gave you 2 manuals. I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure they did. Here's the Adventure Journal for Dark Queen of Krynn. This is like the Wasteland I was telling you about, where it has journal entries that you have to read. Here's Bard's Tale 3 manual, Thief of Fate. It's pretty small. This is only 32 pages. This is Michael Cranford was not involved with this game. He did 1 and 2. This is a much newer game, 1701. It's still pretty old, but this is probably the year. Well, let's see. Is it the year 2000? 2007. So this game's only 12 years old. But this is a type of game that my wife plays with me sometimes. These, you can see the manuals start getting so much smaller. But it's still a physical manual. So from 2007, gold edition. They just started making everything tiny. Oh, don't envy the manual collection. No, there's all kinds of people who have way more than I do. Michael says, I'm unfamiliar with the Savage Frontier games. Have I done playthroughs? I've done, not a playthrough, but I did a review of part 1. In case you wanted to see that. Yeah, Manny says it's got to be awkward when you do a couple of games and then the company makes a sequel without you. And it wasn't because they didn't want Michael Cranford. There was a legal issue that basically the owner of Interplay, Brian Fargo, had a fallout with Michael Cranford, the developer. And I've listen to both sides of the story. In fact, there's an interview, not even an interview, there's like a lecture given by Michael Cranford that you can find on YouTube, and he talks all about it. And basically what happened was Cranford was using his mom's lawyer, the family lawyer, to try to protect him. And it turns out that lawyer was a scam artist and completely was making things up and saying that Brian Fargo was really trying to rip him off and all this stuff. And what was happening was the lawyer was just trying to collect money. He was dragging it out on purpose. And Michael Cranford had no idea about this. And so he finds out this years later. He was talking with his mom about it. He's like, yeah, it's so unfortunate, the falling out with Brian and everything. And because they were friends in high school, Brian and Michael. And so then his mom's like, oh yeah, we found out he was a scam artist. And he's like, Mom, you realize that he's the one that handled my whole situation with Interplay and the Bard's Tales. So that one person screwed up the whole, who knows how many Bard's Tales they would have made, you know? That all because of that dumb lawyer that was telling Michael lies and making it sound like Brian was trying to screw him over and everything. So yeah, it's crazy, the things you can find out nowadays. Lonnie says you probably bought 2 copies of Might Magic. I don't think so, Lonnie. Why would I do that? I was a kid. Money was so rare. Yeah, I know I didn't buy 2 copies. I feel like I got 2 manuals. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe they messed up and there was only supposed to be 1 in there. Slam says, envy and jealousy equals funny way to say I respect your collection. Oh, hey, T-Bone, long time no see. How are you doing, sir? Glad to see you on here. Envy, he says. Manny says, Interplay. Yeah, the team that made Fallout 1 and 2 were pretty upset with what Bethesda did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some people are sick. That's just such a shame that happened. But anyway, it's cool, at least we can find out later what happened and that it was all a misunderstanding. Still Alive says, different genre question. You got any favorite fighting games? Yes. I don't play fighting games too often, but I'm assuming you mean 1 versus 1 player, right? And if that's the case, it'd be Street Fighter 2. The classic Street Fighter 2. The Turbo Edition. I think it's it's either Street Fighter 3 Turbo or Street Fighter 2 Turbo, where you have the option to play M. Bison on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, Keyreal heard that story too, huh? This is a game I've reviewed, and I've actually streamed it too. Stronghold. This is an awesome strategy game. It's D&D based, but it's the original Dungeons and Dragons. It is not a D&D. So, you know, you have elves, you have halflings, you have fighters. There is no difference between class and race. This is a great strategy game. A lot of people don't know about it. So this is the original Stronghold. There's another game called Stronghold, which is totally different, that was released later. Yeah, there's Bard's Tale 4 on Steam. Yeah, that wasn't done by Interplay. I think that was done by In Exile, maybe. Brian Fargo is the owner of that company too. That's who's remade the Bard's Tale and Wasteland that I've been playing. So it's the same owner. It's just a different company. And I think they've been bought out by Microsoft now. Bo says Street Fighter 2 Turbo unlocks the bosses on the SNES. Yeah. T-Bone says, I check you out often. I'm always usually too busy to chat, but always click the like. Nice. Well, I'm glad you can check it sometimes, T-Bone. Glad that you're out there lurking. That's good. Yep. Well, this is the original Stronghold. There's another Stronghold that's probably not D&D. It has nothing to do with D&D. DJ says he kickstarted Bard's Tale 4. That's cool. You liked it for what it was. Yeah, it looks much different. I do want to play that at some point. Okay, now this is a monster clue book. Might and Magic Clouds of Zine. Look at that. This has 224 pages. This is one heck of a clue book. Clouds of Zine. I've been playing through this too on stream. I haven't streamed it for probably a month or two, but I will continue it. There's another monster one. Might and Magic 3. It's the one right before it. And this one I do have a review on it. But it's got, look at this artwork. Like they're taking up whole pages for artwork sometimes. So this is a cool one. Some of it's the digitized images, and then other times they have artwork. So it's kind of a strange combination. Here's the Might and Magic Clouds of Zine manual, just the regular manual. It's thin. It's only, how many pages? 30, 34, 35 pages. That's what that looks on the inside. Manny says, I'm hoping that doesn't go really sour and they put Todd Howard on Bard's Tale. Yeah, that was a thick manual, the fourth one, right? Keyreel says, nowadays manuals are not like that. For example, Fallout 76 manuals roll of toilet paper. That's funny. T-Bone says, I'd love to get the books for the 2 zine games. Michael says, gotta love that Might Magic cover art. Yeah. Hey, Christopher, welcome. How you doing? Glad to see you on here. Yep, I'm still at it. I'm just doing the physical stuff now, though. We're not playing any games. I've just been showing a bunch of manuals and boxes and stuff. So in case you want to go back and watch it, Christopher. Talk about collections. Christopher's got some ridiculous collections of board games and movies and all kinds of stuff. He's the kind of guy that put your collection to shame. I don't know if he has a lot of game collections like this, like physical PC games. But I know he has tons of other things. Here's Secret of the Silver Blades rule book. This is super thin. So I've been streaming this game a lot lately too. This one's only got 12 pages. It's tiny. Manny says, I wouldn't wipe myself with Fallout 76, considering Bethesda's peddles things with plagues and killer fungi growing on their products. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Long time no see. Sean says, this kind of stuff, I'd awesome bringing back childhood. Yes, absolutely. You see something like, oh yeah, I remember that. It is ironic that the D&D game manual's so thin, isn't it? So here's the clue book for Secret of the Silver Blades. This has seen better days. Most of my manuals are in good shape, but look at this one. I used this one so much. Well, it's mainly the cover. The cover's in pretty bad shape. The inside, it's okay. Look at the massive dungeon there. That's one level. But yeah, this game has a lot of tedious levels, have you seen? Okay, now here's the Wasteland, the original Wasteland clue book. It's called the Survival Guide. That's what that looks like on the inside. From Electronic Arts. This is when Electronic Arts was good. EA used to be a really good company. So 60 pages or so on that one. Now here's the Bard's Tale 2 clue book. It doesn't have page numbers. That's so weird, but I would guess roughly 40 to 50 pages. Let's see. Michael says, I think Hillsfar was thicker. Sean says, I sent a message before you went right over. Said I'm back after so long. No, I'm glad you're back. Lonnie says, I have a lot of Shay Adams books. What is that? Sean says EA has gone downhill so bad. Yeah, absolutely. DJ has all 3 of those. Clue book on Bard's Tale 1 is all full of notes by me. Yeah, mine isn't full of notes, but it has some. Now here's a game I've been streaming also called Star Command. I lost the cover, but besides that, it's in pretty good shape. So Star Command's an awesome RPG. I have a review on it too. It's so hard. It's a very, very difficult game. You will die many, many times, and you'll have to reload many, many times. It's a sci-fi game made in 1988. Here's the Ultima 6 clue book. This is pretty thick. It has, let's see if it shows 75 pages. And what I like about the Ultima clue books, at least this Ultima 6 one, it's a clue book. It doesn't give everything away. It's not a walkthrough. I missed somebody's comment up there, but Michael says, looks like official Ultima booze. Oh, books? Okay. Manny says, EA, we bought you. Continue making your game. No, make it faster. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, here's another one of the original Wasteland books. So I told you there were multiples. That first one was kind of the adventure or the journey information. This one is the actual manual. So it has just all kinds of stuff. I like the barbed wire at the top and bottom. I always thought that was a nice little touch. One, yet again, Electronic Arts, when they were good. Interplay created Wasteland. Okay, so that's all I brought in here. I have more, but I didn't want to just spend hours and hours on it. So that's probably all for that. Lonnie says he printed a lot of game walkthroughs. Keyreal says EA Games made good books and free games based on them. DJ says that'd be a great book to have. Ultima 4? T-Bone says I have the Ultima 7 clue book. Good stuff. Yeah. Hi, Black Knight. How are you? Welcome. You're starting to catch the tail end of the stream, unfortunately, but welcome anyway. And I just showing some collection physical things. If you're into that kind of thing, probably go back 45 minutes or however long we've been doing this. You could see some of it. Otherwise, I was streaming Final Fantasy earlier. Yeah. Michael says, nice walk down memory lane. Good, good. Sean says game manuals were so much more decorative back in the day. Yeah. They were just awesome. And Black Knight said, did you ever get into fan-based modules on Unearthed Adventures? You mean Unlimited Adventures? Or is Unearthed Adventures something different? Because I've never heard of Unearthed Adventures. Manny says, I feel like I missed out on a cool era. Yeah, unfortunately, the 80s, that was an amazing time. Oh, okay, yeah, Unlimited Adventures. I tried one time, like maybe 10 years ago, and I just had a hard time getting into it. So no, I never really played any fan-based Unlimited Adventures for very long. Yeah, if you go over to the Discord, we can keep talking about this kind of stuff. It'll be a lot better than on here, especially since I got in the stream. Yeah, and if you have questions for me or you guys, questions for each other, want to talk about that, just go over there and we'll keep talking about it. Sean says, love how you couldn't install the game without looking for a manual you needed. Yeah. Rod says, are you thinking about making a game manual for Forteverse? It could be thin, but would be cool. That's a good question, Rod. I have not thought about that at all. But I would definitely consider it. And Manny says, I hope at least Cyberpunk is awesome, which I think was an 80s laptop. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to stop the stream here. But yeah, please, if you want to keep talking about this, which I do, go over to the Discord channel and post a few things and we'll keep the conversation going. So thanks, guys, for the chat. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.